Texas Sheet Cake Brownies, perfect for your period week. Is that how I should open the video? You're going to start by combining 2 cups of flour. It's half, 1, 1.5, 2. We're going to add 2 cups of sugar. 1, 2. And then add 1/4 teaspoon salt. Mix this together, and then we're gonna set it to the side. Perfect. Into a saucepan, you're going to add 2 sticks of butter. 1, 2. To that, add 4 tablespoons of unsweetened baking cocoa. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I put this on the stovetop and melt it together. While our butter is melting and the cocoa mixture is coming together, I'm gonna start some buttermilk. If you have buttermilk, great. If you don't have buttermilk, here's a little hack. What we need for this recipe is a 1/2 cup of buttermilk, so I have about a 1/2 cup of milk here, just a tiny bit shy of a 1/2 cup, because I'm gonna add in 1.5 teaspoons, equal to a 1/2 tablespoon of white vinegar. Just 1/2, 1, stir that together and then just let it sit to the side. We'll come back to this in a minute. The other thing that I need to have ready is a cup of boiling water. This is warm water. I'm gonna just heat it up so it's boiling when I'm ready for it. You're looking for your butter and cocoa mix to be silky, super silky. The cocoa should melt right into it, but if you have any lumps, go ahead and get those whisked out. I'm waiting on my boiling water. My water is boiled. My butter and cocoa are mixed together perfectly. I'm gonna add my boiling water. We're gonna boil this for 30 seconds. You're getting everything combined. 30 seconds are up. We have our flour mixture that I set to the side. I'm just gonna make a little well right here in the middle. We are pouring this mixture right in here. Since it's really hot, it's gonna help melt the sugar. Just going to get the rest out of here. No chocolate left behind. And then just stir this very lightly until it's well combined. Growing up, my grandma used to make Texas sheet cake for all of our family events. One thing that she did with the frosting, she left a little dollop right in the middle. It was like candy if you were the lucky one that got the dollop. This is one of my favorite recipes to share as well. I think it just is so cozy. It's like a cake. It's like a brownie. See, there's still some pockets of flour. We just want to get all of that mixed in so it's not lumpy. It's gonna help cool this down a little bit. Here we go. I'm gonna set this to the side and work on my eggs. Add 2 eggs. There's 1 and 2. Beat these together. This glass is still a little bit warm, so it's helping kind of temper my eggs before I put them into the warmer mixture as well. I don't know if you'll be able to really see that on camera, but it got just a little bit curdly. I wouldn't want to drink this milk now. It's going to be perfect in this recipe. That little bit of sourness. Just like to stir it together, give it a little mix. Back to our batter. You're going to add your eggs, buttermilk, a teaspoon of vanilla, just a teaspoon. The last thing is a teaspoon of baking soda. I gotta find a dry, I don't have a dry one. 2 of this, so 1/2 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Dishes, and then mix this together. It will combine, I promise. I don't know this for sure. There will be some bakers out there that know this. But you add the baking soda after to the hot mixture, because if you added it initially, I think that you lose the part of the baking soda that makes it go, if you will. We're getting there. Oh, it smells so good. It's something about adding that last little bit of stuff in here. It smells like my grandma's kitchen. My mom used to make this too, so it also smells a little bit like home. I'm gonna split this between 2 pans. Somebody that has a normal oven, then you can kind of ignore this step and you can just pour it into a 13 by 18 sheet tray or a 10 by 15, whatever works best for you. I need to move my camera over a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. It's going to be really thin, close. That's perfect. And just scrape this. It's our first one ready to go. Just gonna move right over here. For this one, we can just dump it right in. It smells so good. Perfect. Both of these are gonna go into a 350-degree oven for, I'm gonna say 18 minutes. I will report back exactly what worked well with the 2-pan situation. With 1 pan, I know for sure 20 minutes is correct. Our cakes are in the oven. I'm gonna get our frosting ready to go because you do wanna frost your brownies when they're warm. I need 1 pound minus a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. So I'm gonna measure out a pound. I'm gonna take a 1/2 cup back out. 1 pound minus a 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup, there's our 1/2 cup. Back out. Remind myself that I need to buy powdered sugar, or else I'll go to make these next weekend. I'm not gonna have powdered sugar. I'm doing everything else over the stovetop, so come with me. I have to admit something, that I am reading through the recipe that I've used for a number of years and then the recipe that I have in my grandma's, and our frostings are different. So we're gonna meet in the middle. We gotta redo that because I just broke it. Didn't turn the heat off quite fast enough. You can clearly see where the fat separated. Good thing I have enough of everything. We didn't waste powdered sugar. Take 2. 1 stick of butter. We're gonna do a little bit less cocoa in this one. We're gonna do the 4 heaping tablespoons like mine calls for. So there's half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. Mix this together. 6 tablespoons of milk. We've got that ready to roll. Just waiting on some melting. I pull this off the heat at this point in time. I know you guys can't see with the taller pan. I gotta keep this moving so it's ready to go. Well, I just talked to myself for another couple of minutes there without talking to you guys. The cakes are done. Let me show you. This is how they'll look when they come out of the oven. They're nice and bubbly on top. I just tell that they're done when I can press it in the middle and it doesn't leave an indent. Those took perfect 18 minutes. Just making sure this is perfectly silky smooth. We're gonna add in our milk. I am going to temper my milk just a little bit so we can avoid what happened last time. By tempering, I'm just gonna add in a little bit of that chocolate mixture. That's a little bit warm. Add a little bit more here. Get this mixed nicely and then we'll pour this in. 1 more. That's perfect. We're just gonna mix this right back in here. There, that looks so much better. Like it's supposed to. We're gonna go ahead and add it right into our powdered sugar mixture. The powdered sugar is ready to roll. Now that this is really nice and smooth, you just wanna make sure that the milk essentially melts right into the chocolate. And add this into your powdered sugar. No chocolate left behind again. This is not my favorite spatula, but we're making do. Then we're gonna beat this together. I'm actually gonna get my hand mixer out to do this. I'm gonna stir it here. This is looking a little bit thick, so I'm gonna add in just a tiny bit more milk. Touch of milk, a little dabble. Scrape down my bowl. I might add a little bit more milk to this. Adjust my camera so you guys can see here a little bit better. There we go. Trying to work on a surface that really isn't like my normal countertop. We're working on the stove. That's the right consistency. This is what we're going for right here. Like tiny little soft peaks. Oh, I can't wait to eat it. I'm gonna wash my hands and we're gonna frost. We're gonna frost these while they're warm. I'm not too worried about this being perfect even. You want your frosting to have a little bit of structure. You're gonna see it's gonna start to really melt into these. It's gonna make the top of these brownies like pudding. It's not really pudding. It'll have that same texture. And then it'll be really soft and gooey underneath. There's so many people that I think if they knew I was making these right now, they would be on their way to my house. These are the absolute unhealthiest thing that you can eat. They're perfect if you are like me and headed into the 1 week a month where I need a little bit of extra comfort. Texas Sheet Cake Brownies, perfect for your period week. Try to just not burn my hand. I already have 1 burn on my hands right now. Scrape off this, and I'm gonna leave this tiny little bit of frosting in here because that's for our dollop. We're gonna do that right at the end, saving back just a little bit for the dollop. Spread this out. I feel like I'm gonna have to do a 2-part series for these brownies because the video is taking me so long. I've never successfully achieved the dollop. My mom has figured it out. For the dollop, we're just gonna do this. And it has to be near the center. On our first cake, our dollop is going on. This is our finished product. Thanks for sticking around.